Muted.
Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us to learn how to submit an abstract via our new abstract management system. I'm going to start off showing you where you will go to submit your abstract. The address is www.weftec.org/abstracts, and this will take you to our Call for Abstracts page. I want to point out on this page there is a link that will take you to our abstract requirements and guidelines page. This kind of goes over everything that we're looking for and has some helpful trainings on how to save an image as a JPEG file and how to save a table as a JPEG file, which is required to submit images. So I'm going to come back here to submit your abstract. You simply click on the blue Submit Here button. And it'll pull up our new abstract management site. Your login and your email and password will be the same as what you use for all of your WEF accounts, WEFCOM, anything that you're doing on the WEF.org site. It should all be the same. If you need any assistance with either creating a login or getting your password, we have links to help you with that as well. So once you log in, when you log in for the very first time, this is the page that will automatically come up. And it should be pre-populated with your information that you have in our WEF database. But feel free to go ahead and change any information or add to it. Anything that you change here will only be changed within our abstract management system. It will not communicate back to our membership database. So please don't think if you're changing your information here that it's going to be changed everywhere. This only stays in the abstract management system. So again, you can fill in all of your information. The red stars indicate the fields that are required. And we have a new feature with this abstract management system. You can enter an assistance information or someone within your organization that you would like to be copied on all communication regarding this abstract or any abstracts that you submit. This is not required information, and note that when you enter someone's information in here, they will get copied on every communication regarding the abstracts that you submit. So only enter it if you really want them to receive all those communications. But it's a very helpful tool for some people who do need to have someone helping them to coordinate. So once you complete the information, you will click Save. Again, if you need to come back in at any point in time and change any of this information, you click on My Account and then Edit Contact Information. That will bring you back to this page so you can change that information. To submit your abstract, you'll click on My Submissions. You'll see here we have a link to the actual call for abstracts if you want to read more information on the call for abstracts, and also the call for IKEs. That's another submission option. And it also has the deadlines for submitting. WEFTEC abstracts are due December 1st, and IKE abstracts are due January 18th. So when you're just starting a new abstract, you'll come in and click on Create an Abstract. I'm just going to do the Create an Abstract option today. Create IKE is very similar, so we'll just go through the Create Abstract steps today. The tabs that you'll see here are all different options that once you enter in the title, you can click around within the tabs in any order that you want. But note that you have to enter the title first before you can start clicking around in the tabs. So you enter your title in, and this is the title of your presentation, and click Save. So now you'll see some things have changed on the screen. The title of the presentation has been entered, so it's not red anymore. The tabs that are still red are the tabs that are required for your submission. And then there are some other tabs that are not red that are optional. So again, you can click through in any order that you like. I'm just going to go in the order that the tabs are. The second tab I'm going to click on is Authors. And again, as you're entering your own abstract, please read through all the instructions. You have to select the primary author. In most cases, it will be the person who's submitting. So you either choose yes or no if you're the primary author. I'm going to choose yes. So you'll see here it shows me as the primary author. And we're going to add some co-authors to this abstract. So you go and click Add Co-Author. You can search by last name, comma first name, or just by last name only. So I'm going to search by last name only. And you can see it brings up quite a few options. I am going to find the person that I was looking for, which is Mary Ann Linder here at WEF. She's going to co-author my paper, so I click the button beside her name and click Assign Co-Author. And there you can see her as one of my co-authors. I'm going to add one more so that I can show you some of the other co-author options. We'll add Susan Mercer. So as you can see here, there's two different options for Susan. We ask that you pick the most complete option. So we know Susan works here at WEF, and her email address that you can see some stars as it's a privacy issue, but you can see that looks very close to what her email address is. So I'm going to choose this option for Susan and assign co-author. Now that I have two co-authors, I want to show you how to change the order. If I decide that I want Susan to be the first co-author, I simply use these arrow buttons and then click Save. So as you can see, I have two co-authors here. I moved Susan up to the first spot. Again, you can move them around as needed using the Edit option. And before this tab is finished, you can see in red here, one or more forms required are missing. If you read the instructions, it tells you exactly why that's coming up. I have to click on the red flag, on the word confirmations beside the red flag, and complete some more steps before this author step is complete. So there are just a few confirmations that I have to click on, and you can read through those completely when you submit your own abstract. I'm just showing you that has to be completed before you can finish this step. So now I can click Save, and this step is finished. So the author tab is now gray, and I can move on. Next, I'm going to work on the actual abstract. I have an abstract here that I'm going to enter in. This is an old abstract that I'm copying. This is not my own work. So I can copy and paste from Word directly into the abstract field. and it looks pretty good. Please note that all formatting is stripped out of your abstract, so if you'd like to add any back in, there are some steps to do it. It's not very hard at all. Again, there are instructions here in the instruction text, and I will show you. I want to bold the word introduction. So over here by special characters, I'm going to click on the down arrow and scroll all the way to the bottom. So here are your options for formatting: superscript, subscript, italics, and bold are the formatting that you can add. I selected bold, and it put this all the way at the end of my text. It was supposed to put it where my cursor was. We will work on fixing that. But if you don't know where it went, always scroll down to the bottom of your text, and the formatting coding should be there. This is basic HTML coding. So I'm going to highlight it and cut it, take it back up to the top, paste it here. This is where it gets a little tricky. The word that I want to appear in bold, I highlight. So I'm going to take the word introduction, cut it, and replace the 3 dots in between the bolding with the word introduction. So again, you can insert it using the special characters option, or if you know basic HTML coding, you can type it in. But the final product must look like this in order to get that word bolded. So I'm going to save it. Please note again, the text will not appear bold until you go into preview. So you can see the coding is saved here. To see what it will look like, come over here to the preview tab. And here you see the word introduction is bolded and the coding is gone. You can see them side by side. If at any point you want to look at what your abstract is going to appear as to the abstract reviewers, just click on the preview tab. At any point you can look and see exactly what the reviewers are going to see. So again, the other options for formatting are superscript, subscript, italics, and bold. They're all here in the special characters. And if you need any assistance with that, I am always happy to help. Simply email speakers@wef.org, and we can help you get your formatting in. The next tab that I'm going to click on is References and Sources. Note that this tab is not red. It is not required. And it's very simply another text box. So I do have some references in this abstract that I'm going to copy and paste over. I'm going to copy directly out of Word, paste it into the text box, and click Save. The References and Sources is now saved. If we click on Preview, you'll see the abstract is there. Keep going down. References and Sources is not showing in the Preview tab. We'll check back later. Hopefully that'll show up later. I'm going to move on to the next tab, Topic and Focus Area. You must select only one of each, but you must select one of each. So I'm going to randomly pick a topic and a focus area and click Save. And move on to the next. Oh, and let me show you. If you change your mind or you pick the wrong thing, you simply come over here and click Remove and Save. And then you can okay. bear with us, please. This is a brand new system for us, so we're experiencing some glitches today, which we did not experience during testing. But we will make sure that these are fixed as soon as possible. That is, if you wanted to change your choice, you would click there and it should work. Again, if you experience any problems, simply email us at speakers@weft.org and we will help you as best we can. I'm going to move on now to the Keywords tab. This is another red tab. You need to select up to 3, no more than 3. I'm going to just pick 2 and make sure that works. It accepted that. So again, the remove option should work. Yeah, it removed that one. That's how it should work. It worked here in keywords. If you need to remove and change the keywords that you select, you would use the remove option and then scroll down and click on save. Moving on to the next red tab, additional information. You would answer these questions. The main purpose is very important. The abstract reviewers use this to get kind of an overall view of what your abstract is about. Again, you complete all the steps with a red star and then click Save. The next tab that I'm going to look at is not red, but it's very important. Images and tables. Again, we really encourage you to read the instruction text. There are some tricky steps in this tab, but if you read the instructions, it's really not tricky at all. So you noticed in the abstract tab that you cannot upload images or tables. This is all done here in the Images and Tables tab. To upload, I simply click in the box. You can also drag them and drop them. I'm going to click in the box and find where I've saved. Actually, I didn't save them yet. Let's backtrack. I wanted to show you all how to save an image as a JPEG file, because that is a requirement. You can't upload a Word document or a PDF into the Images and Tables tab. It has to be saved as a JPEG. So to save an image as a JPEG, you simply highlight it, as I have here. Copy that image. In your computer, hopefully you have a program, either Paint or something similar. Open that up and paste your image. See a lot of white area around it. You don't really want all that white area being saved, so you can see the box for the outline of the image is still there. So if you click crop, it takes the extra white area away and only leaves the image that you copied and pasted into Paint. You need to save this now. You use the Save As option, and right there is JPEG picture. Make sure you know where you're saving it. Title it. I'm going to say this is Figure 1 and save. Now you can close out of Paint. I'm going to do one more just so it's very clear. This is a picture. You can see I've highlighted the picture. It has the box around it. I'm going to copy the picture. Open Paint. Paste. Again, you can see all the white area around the picture that I don't want to save. Simply hit crop. That leaves only the picture with no white area. I'm going to save it as a JPEG. Make sure you know where you're saving it, that it doesn't get lost in your computer. This is the same folder that I have everything saved in. Now I have my images saved as JPEGs, and I'm ready to upload them into the abstract submission system. So again, I click in the box, find the file where I saved my images. Right here is figure 1. I'm going to select that. This is the tricky part. You are not done yet. You cannot hit save. To make this picture upload to the system, you still need to click upload. You have the option as well to clear files. At this point, you're given the option to enter a caption for the picture. I'm going to enter figure 1. You can enter in whatever you like for your captions, but note that the images and tables will all appear at the bottom of your abstract. So if you refer to figure 1 within your abstract, label the figure 1 at the bottom, and that will make it easy for the reviewers to reference the appropriate figure. I'm going to click Save, and that ensures that that figure is saved. I'm going to add the picture as well, just so you can see this one more time. Selecting picture 1, open, click Upload. If I simply hit Save now, it's gone. So I'm going to go select it again and make sure that I use the step Upload. Now the picture is successfully uploaded, and I can enter a caption. Hit Save, and you can see here 2 documents uploaded. We're going to go now to the Preview tab, and hopefully everything will be in there. You'll see this is the title of the presentation or abstract. The abstract number is here. I am listed as the primary author. My co-authors are listed. Here's the abstract that I entered. The topic and the focused area. The keywords. Here's my first image that I uploaded, and this is the caption. The captions appear with that little dot in front of the word. I'm not sure why, but this is how the captions appear. This is how they'll appear for everyone who enters one. So, and the picture as well, and then the additional information that I completed also shows. So that's what you'll see in the Preview tab. Again, this is exactly what the reviewers will see when they are looking at your abstract. As you can see here in red, it says incomplete. This abstract has not yet been submitted. Even though all of my tabs are green, the finalize tab is still red. So let's click on the Finalize tab. You have until December 1st at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time to finalize your submissions. If you don't complete this final tab by that time, your abstract will not be considered in the abstract review. So to finalize, simply come here, read the text, click Yes, I am ready to submit my abstract, and click Finalize. This brings you back to My Submissions area. If at any time you decide that you need to make edits to your abstract, or you want to simply delete it, withdraw it, you can come back to My Submissions and see a list of everything that you submitted. If you create an IC as well, that will show in the same area. If you want to make any changes to this abstract, you simply come in and click on the title, and it pulls it up. So here's your abstract you can change. You can click through any of the tabs and make any edits that you want. I'm going to show you that if you enter in anything extra and save it, the red Finalize tab is red again. If you make any changes to your abstract after it's finalized, you need to come back in and finalize it again in order for it to be submitted to the review process. If you want to view print what you submitted, you can click there, and again, it's basically the preview tab. It shows you exactly what you submitted. That is all that I have for this part. I'm going to look at the questions and see if we have any that I should answer. Let's see, it's a JPEG, not a GIF. I think it's JPEG only. I think we had a question that if GIFs, GIFs are acceptable for images, and that Marianne and I are fairly certain that it needs to be a JPEG. So if you have something that's saved as a GIF, you should be able to just resave it as a JPEG and submit it that way. We have a question, is this webinar being recorded? Yes, we are recording this, and we'll post it on WEFTEC.org, and likely we'll also send it out to all of our program committee members as well. I don't see any other questions now. Again, if you encounter any problems during your submission process, please let us know. This is a brand new system that Marianne and I built over the past several months. So our vendor is very responsive. If there are any problems, we can get them corrected for you fairly quickly before the masses enter in the day before the deadline and submit. We'd like to have this running as smoothly as possible. So do let us know if you encounter any issues. Questions, again, can be submitted via email to speakers@wef.org. You can also contact Marianne or I. This is Lauren. If you are on the program committee and have any specific questions that you'd like us to address. So that is all that we have for you today. Thank you again for joining.